Welcome to Cre8tiverse, your home of innovation, creation, and inspiration. In the first video or earlier video, we designed this together. This is what we said we're going to design, okay, and we're done with this, which is here. So now we're moving to the second page where we're going to design this together. Okay, very simple. So let's dive straight into the design. All right, so before we get started here, there's some things that we're going to take note of. If you look at this design, we have our core structure, we have the headings, we have duration, we have the body. So we're going to make use of what we call character and paragraph styles here. Earlier in the video, I didn't use paragraph or character style. I imputed my character, like that is my leading, kenning and whatever, manually. But for this part, which is the spread, the inner spread, we will have to use character style. We will want to make sure this and this are the same, the headings are consistent, and we don't want to be imputing that in and out over and over again. Okay, so we are going to learn how to make use of the character and paragraph style in this video. So okay, so let's dive straight into it. So first thing I will do is to bring in our background. So the way I made this video, okay, unlike this, okay, the way I made this video or this brochure is that there's going to be one background, okay, across board, so that when this spread is closed up, okay, the background will run into each other because this page will be looked at a glance. Does that make sense? So what I will do is to import my background. So I'll go to my frame, I'll draw this across from top to this point. Okay, all right, so to bring this into context, I've prepared the background already from my coming. Yeah, if you click this, it's going to open. Let's see. All right, so this was the background I imported. Sorry, I made in Photoshop. So I'm going to import that into InDesign. So Ctrl D. That will be my P2. That is page 2. You can say page 2 and 3 background. I will open it. And then it's loaded. So this is page 1 and this is page 2. So let's move on to the next thing. I'm going to put this off. Yeah, we are here now. Okay, so what I will do is to draw my frames to lay out this. So first and foremost, I'm going to picture this here. So I'll draw a frame maybe somewhere like so. Then I'm going to be having this body here. So I'll assume that we take this space. Then this heading, there's a space here, so maybe a bit of space. Then this part here, so I have something there. I have something here. Of course, I'll have to tweak this again, but you just have a skeletal view of what I'm doing. I think I'm overshooting already, but let's just keep on drawing. So this. So we have this. A lot will be going on here. Okay, then this body. So I think I will reduce. Take this up, make this a bit smaller, take this up. Okay, so more like this whole thing is covered here, this all is covered here to here. Okay, so this too, this is covered here. Then I'm going to be having this too, which is what's covering here. Then I'm going to be having just this. Okay, so all I need to do is to maybe duplicate this make this a bit smaller too. Smaller, let's move it up. Now this will just give us a layout of what we're doing. Then we have this, so we should be having something here. If you get my point, yeah. So I prefer working that way because a lot of things will be coming up here. I don't want to be having to, you know, edit and all over again. So let's continue. So we're going to do this here. So I'll get my frames. Wow, or maybe I should just duplicate. No need to always come again. I have a body here, so this can come here, or this should be bigger. Kind of bigger. We have this too, so just one here, one here, one here, one here. Okay, then this could come down to represent this. This will come here, but can be dragged to present what's happening here. Then we're having something long, like so. This, then here, which is this. Here again, which is this, this. Then finally a body. Okay, so of course we're going to be re-editing this over and over again, but this is just to give us, you know, a picture of what we are designing, so that when we start bringing in our write-ups one by one, you can see how big it is, how, you know, voluminous the write-ups are, and everything is going into this page, this, and finally the back spread. So let's begin. So we have this write-up, Innovate Multimedia Mastery course. So okay, Innovate Multimedia Mastery course. I have that here. Come to see, I would just come in here, hit my test, hit this, Ctrl V. Okay, I believe it is pasted. So we use 10 for this, 10. Of course, I'll stick to Myriad Pro, or maybe bold for now. Put this to about 90. So let's see what we are going to be having now. Now, of course, brand colors. Let's see what we have. Okay. Sorry. I think okay. So this what I have there. All right, there's room to, you know, re-edit this stuff, so let's just, you know, keep that up there. So let's check again. We have this write-up, Innovate Multimedia Mastery course. Okay. Of course, I might need to let's take this to like 130. Okay, let's just keep this for now. Okay. Before then, we're having a line going across here, so let's bring this in. So I'll just use a box instead, and we just draw. Funny enough, this should stay somewhere here, like so. Make it so small. This is the color we're using. So let's see what we have now. Okay, I think it's having a stroke. I don't want any stroke, so let's see. Okay. Okay, then this could come below it like so. So let's hit Shift W and see what we have. So, okay, so this is what we have now. Hope you get the idea. This is a preview of, you know, what we're designing without the, you know, the frames and those stuff. Okay, let's move on. We're going to get all of this, so it's somewhere here already. Just copy it and copy, and we just bring that in like so. as usual, come here, click, Ctrl V, Ctrl A, and then let's start editing what we got. Okay, for this part we're going to use paragraph style, so I'll highlight all. I'll come to my paragraph style, which is here. You can see I don't have any paragraph style yet. I'll hit this new paragraph style. Then I'm going to call this body. Sorry, call this body. Come to my basic character format. I'm still using my WinRAR Pro. WinRAR Pro, I will use 10. Okay, leading, I'll leave it at that. So let's see what I'm going to be having. I'll click OK, and what else? I will tweak the character color, make it white. Okay, so let's click OK and see. I'll click OK, and let's see what we have now. So this is what we're going to be having at this point. Alright, so this is what I'm having now. And another thing I would do, okay, is, alright, so the good thing with this is that, you know, when I bring in another write-up, I could just click this body here and it will apply all the effects, you know, the color, the tracking, the leading and everything. So what I will do here, I'll bring in these guys here now. Okay, I think it's time for them to come in so that we'll know what we are working with. So I'll draw their frames. Just draw one here, draw one here. I would, let's check again. Okay, we have them here, okay, fine. So let's click one of them, Ctrl D. I will bring in page 2, P2, man, I think that was what I labeled it with. Okay, so I'll double click and he's so big, so just go to 0, make it, I'm holding my Shift and Alt, dragging, fine. I'm going to click this and make it bigger. Okay. Keep him there, something like that. Okay, I'll do the same thing here. Ctrl D. I'll bring in that should be P2 3D. Open. Just click. I would reduce this like so. Ctrl 0. Next thing is click this and make it big. Okay, I think I'm okay. Shift W. Okay, I'm okay with their positioning. Maybe I'll tweak something else. Shift W. Okay, I would probably, you know, make this smaller. Okay, take note, I'm looking at this effect there. I think this should be bigger if you ask me. Fine. Bring it down. Okay, I think I'll just leave it at this, and this should come to the front. So right click, arrange, bring to the front. Let's see if that's what is happening here. Okay, there's no need for that, you just make it smaller. In that case, what I would do is I would drag this in like this. Probably this has to be a bit smaller, like this. Okay, then this could just, you know, go in This could go in. This could be smaller too. Let's keep it at this side. Then what I can do is highlight all and centralize if that's what I want. So let's see Shift W. Okay, so you can see we begin to get that design. Shift W. I can push this up a bit, just a bit, like that overlapping we're having there. Push this up a bit and let's see. So I'll move into my body. Body. Alright, so let's move on. So I'll zoom in a bit and I'll drag this in, okay, to create that's the balance. Then another thing I would do is that I would click this, hold my, I think that should be Alt, drag it down. Okay, take it up a bit. Then for this guy, I'm going to, sorry, I think I'm going to balance this a bit. Just top click this, okay? So I'm going to reduce opacity to, like, let's say 50 thereabouts. So let's see what we have now. Shift W. Okay, let's bring this to the top. Arrange. Where is our arrange button there? Okay, bring to front. Let's check again. I think something is happening there. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think what I did was I just clicked this and let's just drag this in. Stops here, then we just drag this through. Stop somewhere there. Then let's see what we've got. Then okay, so Shift W. Let's see. Okay, so this is what we're having now. Alright, so it's up to you to come up with something that you feel makes a lot of sense to you. And I can just bring this down a bit. So let's move on to the next thing. Okay, I will still have to retouch this in Photoshop. That is the advantage of this. Alright, so let's move on to the next thing. Okay, so the next thing is innovate 8 advantages. So I think I should have that somewhere there. Okay, I'll copy this, innovate 8 advantages. Before I paste it here, I'll click. If you look at this carefully, brown color. So I'll click this, come here. Okay, brown color here. And before I paste in, where I want to paste, I will need rounded corners for my frames. All I need to do is come to my object. Okay, go to where I have corner options, click it and put in a value there. It's in millimeters. Okay, let me just use 8 and see. Let me see what happens. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, so let's do that again. This time I will just use this place here. I will use rounded. Okay, so we have this now, and we're going to paste this in like so. Ctrl V. Okay, so next thing is to format this. First we're going to centralize this, and maybe bring it down to the middle. Highlight all. So we just use 13 for this, basically 13. Okay, so I think we could just make this smaller if we want. Then no, good. Maybe upward a bit. think it's okay like this. Alright, Shift W, we are now having this. Hope you get the idea. So the design is coming to life little by little. So the next thing is to bring in this that we have here. Okay, so for that part, I designed this in Illustrator already. I designed it in Illustrator and imported it as an image, a PNG file, which I'm going to drag and drop here. Hope you get the point. So we're not going to be like, bringing in circles or just icons manually. That is what makes, InDesign fun. You can just design your stuff from other files. You can bring them here. When you bring them here, they could be linked, but in this case, it won't be linked. So I'll just come here, Ctrl D. I will go to my items. As I said, it's already exported. Is this open? Okay, so this is just a PNG image. So double click this, make it smaller so that it could contain that like so. Then I would click this and maybe push this down just to make sure it accommodates everything. Do I need these boxes? Okay, yes I do. So just maybe like so. Okay, so I'll bring this down, Shift W. We are having this now. We get the idea. Let's move on. So next thing is cost structure. So come here, same thing, brown color, hit this. I would copy cost structure. So the good thing is that all this write-up, was already designed in Illustrator, which is captured here. Alright, so I'll click this, click that there, Ctrl V, highlight all. Okay, for this I'm going to create a character style. I'll click this, double click and maybe call it course/semester heading. I'll go in there and give it what I want. I will still be using the WinRAR Pro or WinRAR Pro. Okay, and let's see. I'll be using 13. I'll be setting this to black. Okay, character color. I'll set this to black and I'll click OK. Let's see what we've got. So this is what I'm going to be having here. This is not bold, so let's do that again. Let's come here, double click. Come here. Okay, let's move this to 18. Let's make sure it's bold. Let's make sure it's bold. Hope we are on track. Okay. So click this. I'll click this. Then click this centralized. Let's see. Okay, cost structure. Okay, we want this to run through. Fine. So I want this to run. Sorry. I think that's all. So I want this to run all the way to this point. All the way to this point, like so. Alt W. Yeah. So this is what we have now. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we're getting closer. So next thing is I would click cost structure. Is that what we just did? Yeah, cost structure. So next thing is all of these write-ups. I'll copy that. I'll bring them here. I would just double click. And this is where you understand the power of character styles and paragraph styles. Now if you look at this carefully, I want to use the editing I use here. So because I created a paragraph style, which is called body, once I click body, everything will be applied, which was applied before. So I'm going to be having this. Shift W, we're now having this now. So let me come again. Earlier we created a paragraph style, which was this, and it's here. So what we're doing now is I can just click this instead of coming to character here and tweaking all of this all over and over again. all I need to do is to go to where I saved it as a style, click body, and guess what? It's there. So the only thing I will now do is to centralize it, which is this, and boom, we are good to go. So I'll just double click this, and then that gives us a lot of zero space there. So what next? We're going to be having this. This is also an image which I downloaded, which I made in Adobe Illustrator and exported. So the idea is that in InDesign, you will not be designing everything from scratch. You could just design from Photoshop, from Illustrator, and come here to lay out them. Alright, so that should be, let me check the image again. Okay, that should be this, innovate here when you're talking. Okay, so I'll just hit my Ctrl D. I'll find it. That should be somewhere, I think that should be this. Open. Okay, double click it, make it smaller, holding my shift and make sure, okay, then bring it down. Then I would make this big enough. Then maybe bring this down a bit. So let's say Shift W. So you can see the beauty is coming out so fast, so quick. So let's move on. We're going to be having this too. So all I need to do is I have two options. I could just duplicate this, just delete this and duplicate this instead. And then we have semester 1 graphic design, so I could just copy this instead and paste that there. But another thing is, okay, we are good to go. So let's move on. Okay, so next I'll come here. I'm going to copy all of this like so. Right click, copy, come here and double click. Okay, click at test, click, and so I could have used this here, but I would not want to use that. I will want to create a different paragraph style that I will use for this, and this together. Okay, sorry for that. So let's move on. So what I will do is very simple and basic. Alright, so because of that, I'm going to create a new one, paragraph style. I will call it double click, call it semester body, and come here to basic character format. I will leave this as, I'll use 9, leave it at 10. Okay, I think it's pretty cool. I'll leave everything like this. I'll come here to indent and spacing, use left. Okay, so what I will do now is this will be semester body. Am I correct? This will be semester body. Then let me drag this down a bit. It should be semester body, because this is the body of the semester. Then this here, I'll come in. That should be body here. So for the body, I'll make sure here it's on center. So let's see. Hope I've not destroyed what I've done thus far. To bring this into context, I'll click this, click semester body. Okay, let me click this. Click. Okay, it's based on, so I'm going to change this. It's going to be based on no paragraph style. Correct that. No paragraph style. I would okay, let's see. Okay, so this is the body. The body now is having mirror per regular 1012. Yeah, centralized. Okay, this is the semester body. The semester body is going to be left. Okay, so let's see what we've got thus far. So let me be sure it's working. If I click this, semester body, if I click this, it's going to be on body. Yes. So this is body, this is body, right? This is semester body. So it means when I come here, I'm going to use that for this. It's going to make my work so easy and so fast. So let's move on. So let's what we have now. Okay. We could just maybe zoom in a bit. We could just move this somewhere here. Control 0, Shift W. Let's see what we have here. This is what we have now. Okay, so what else do we need? Duration, job opportunities, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. So let's say we can design that down here. Okay, so for this part, it's going to be a bit dicey. So let's see what we can do. All right, let's see what we can do. So what I will do is come here. I'll give this a brown color, which is this. I think I'm okay with. Okay, I'm okay with it being there. Or better still, I will just duplicate this so that it will be exactly the same. Bring it down. I don't need what is inside. Deleted. Okay. So the next thing I will do is I'm going to click this. First of all, duplicate this. Move one upward. Because if you observe, we have this color and this color here. So let's see what we can do. So what I will do is, of course, they are separate now. So first and foremost, I would, go to my direct selection tool, which is this A. A is the shortcut. Okay, I could just. Okay, so what I will do first is I'm going to lock the background, which is this layer here. Look at the background layer here. I'm going to lock it. So when I lock it now, come back here, click this, and I highlight this. Just highlight. You can click, you can highlight, prefer to highlight, then I have this drag here. Then when I'm okay with it, I will now highlight, click, still highlight both of them. Okay, then drag it, hold my shift so I can snap. Okay, then I have this here. Let's see. Duration 36. So I'm going to just try that out. Okay, so duration 36. I would go in, find my, click there. Of course, it's too big, but duration 36. Okay, so for this I'm going to create a character style. Okay, I'll just click that. I will go to my character style. Okay, create one, double click, call it maybe job opportunities. Okay, so maybe I would use it depends on what I want. I will leave this. Let's choose, let me see 11 for now. Okay, that might be small, so I'll go in and I'll tweak this a bit. Let's use let preview be on, okay, so that I could just see what's happening there. Okay, duration, let's make this 15. Let's leave it at 36. Sorry, 13. Let's hit OK. So I'm going to use this. I'll check it again. Duration 36. So we're having something like this now. Okay. So maybe I should use let's say something like, let's use regular. Let's use regular here for hierarchy's sake. Yep, regular, yeah, that should fly. So now we are off to the nest. The nest is supposed to be white, which is this, right? Good, so I would come back here. It's dicey, but let's see what we can do. I'll go to my direct selection tool. First of all, change to white. Go to my direct selection tool, click this, highlight this and just push it in. Highlight this and push it into maybe this. I want to highlight both of them. Okay, let's bring this into perspective. Yeah, let's bring this in like so. and I will click this. I will just drag this in, drag this like so until I get where I want. Okay, drag this in here, drag this out, maybe. Yep. Okay, so I'm having this. So the next thing is to finish it up. I'm going to be writing, okay, job opportunity. So I'm going to be copying all of this. Ctrl C, come here, hit my test tool, click the Ctrl V. I will delete this. Ctrl A. I'm going to be using job opportunities. Hope you see the E's now. And then Ctrl 0. So I'm going to be having this. So I think that will be all. Shift W. Okay, so that is all basically for this page. If you want to do more, you could, go into this work. You could see some detailing here, like this. It just still lines there. Then this background, you could do that on your own, but basically, I think we've been able to come up with, the layout for the first page of our spread. So in the next video, I'm going to be designing these parts of the spread, or maybe it should be an assignment or something, because it's going to be the same rule. You have your character style set, clicking this, bringing images, and boom, you're good to go. So try that out and let me know what is your final output. So see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.